Let me start this video by saying this video is not for the content creator. This video is to the proprietors of Morgan Learning Center. I want y'all to watch this video so y'all stop blaming Jay for what he says. Everything that I see on social media somehow always come to pass. So now that you guys would have watched the video, I hope you guys heard the students singing word for word, bar for bar, condition your cat, condition your fucking plates, and everything else. Is this appropriate to be in school? And this is what I said. Jamaica, even though they have the highest murder rate in the Caribbean, and they are known for this dancehall culture, they still have limitation when it comes to what the children will have access to. Because Spice wasn't going to go sing that shit in school. She was going to go do a seminar. Well, that's what she said. And they said, we don't care what you would like to say. You cannot come to the school. And again, as I say, I would never blame the creator because they're making adult contents or adults. The people who are running these educational institutions have a right, an obligation to make sure that when children come to school, they learn children-related content. Let me give you a little backstory on the same Morgan Learning Center, right? When I used to drive 47 minibus, right? I had a regular bus. You know Morgan Learning Center used to send somebody out, to teach out every day to select which bus these children could travel in. If you pull up then, you're playing music, you look like a regular the bus parking to take a line away. Because they don't want the children listening to the very same music which they brought in the school in the buses when they're going home. So they have control enough that even when the children leave in school, they don't want them to leave and be engaging in certain content, but they don't have the same boundary when it comes to what they will allow in the schools. Let me say this, right? Because I'm not going to talk for the Christians here, because the Christians seem to care nothing about what's going on with the Christian side of religion. I'm going to speak for the Muslim community here. There are prominent Muslim people sending their children there, whether it's boy or girls. Some of the girls are so strict by their parents what they must do that they go to school with their quarter. Their kimar, sorry. The boys don't go to school with their quarter, but the girls go to school with their kimar. Do you think that the parent who doesn't even want the children here to show will want the children singing girl just jiggle that cement body and condition your cat and condition your fucking plates? Bro, come on. Where I ran from is a Muslim man, and when you see the type of things which he do with his daughter and the type of image which he try to portray to his daughter, people have a right to protect their children. When people leave their children in your control as an educational facility, they expect you to have somewhat of a high moral standing. This thing is not breaking any law. This thing is morality. This is why I said nobody breaks any law with anything to do, so you cannot condemn a person for the individual choice. Right? People try to condemn me, hang me to the cross the same way I say sometimes. Like, that's my individual choice. Nothing that I say breaks any law. So, what I would like to know, what I would like to say basically, the men doing it, go on in the comment section, you see a lot of men talking that, this isn't kosher for the children to be following up social media body personality in school. But the women are not standing up. The women have a more powerful platform than the men. I'm one of the only man that really comes on the internet and speak about these things. And the amount of backlash that I get from women and support that I get from women, but why aren't more women making content? I saw a woman made a video from America, but the only thing that she said about the dressing, the whole thing is wrong, miss. That should never be in school. But let me say this, jail will start to do less because I'm a businessman and I really and truly have no right with being in any type of social media major back and forth. And if you women don't intend to use your platform to speak up for your children and preserve your future generation, I will have to let the chips fall where they may. This is the second time I'm giving a warning. I'm going to tell you this, time and time again I've said it, I try to control certain things because I have my daughter and I have my son, right? I was traveling in my friend car yesterday. He said, Jay, I really like the content which you made because I have my daughter and I allow her to watch your videos so she understands herself. I said, bro, I don't want my daughter sleeping with men for things. I'm going to tell you a little backstory, right? When I was 14, I dropped out of school. You know why I dropped out of school? My mother was a single parent and my sister was older than me. And I never wanted my sister to be sleeping with men for things. So I dropped out of school and go got a job at War Home and started working construction at a young age. To this day, I will say it, I've never saw my sister really and truly chasing up behind a man to get the things. She'll come out, she'll be a teacher, she'll work out, she'll be right on this app, we just don't associate. She's just as big as me as a content creator. She can tell you this with a 100% fact. We were struggling, and me, as the male child for my mother, decided that I'm going to take it upon my shoulders and let my mother only have to deal with one adolescent, right? And if I can take this up as a 14-year-old and realize the situation is better for a man to be in a certain position than a woman, why can't these women realize and do the same and use your platform, use your femininity to preserve these children' innocence, bro? And again, this is nothing against Lola and her content. She's a great musician for adults, not for children. And that's what I'm saying. She should not be in any type of school arena. But if they invite her, I can't tell somebody not to go where they're invited. Imagine you're stopping Mohammed from going to school, changing it up, but jigger your cement body in condition, captain condition, fucking pleats. It's way better than a man giving out some presents. So it is what it is.